Hello everybody. Welcome to IMS Ghaziabad University Courses Campus Flip Classes. My name is Priyanka Sadhna and I am from Career Development Center. Today I will be discussing about the statements that can spoil your personal interview. Before we discuss the statements, it is very important for us to know certain must-haves for our job applications. Certain must-haves like practical exposure. What do we mean by practical exposure? Well, the students enrolled in professional courses work in an environment of experiential learning, which involves real-world practical problem techniques by utilizing opportunities and applying skills in diverse business situations. So the employees or the recruiters, therefore, have certain expectation from such students who can contribute to the organizational success story. So the students who have practical exposure or hands-on experience to subjects by active participation in internships, life projects, fieldworks, have a fine judgment because they were on the field, so they know the subject better rather than just sticking to the book and learning the theory. Second must-have is your participations. Your participations in seminars, conferences, industry visits for you to have better insights of the competitive practices around. Third, your engagement practices in co-curricular activities, in clubs, in societies, to develop and polish team management skills, communication skills and leadership skills, and most importantly to explore your areas of interest. But when you go for all such things, please make sure that you are sounding professional and you are looking professional. Professional behavior and appearances at all times is a prerequisite. You just can't avoid it. Another thing, a self-motivated and optimistic person requires very little directions and supervision from their supervisors. So if you're self-motivated and you are able to reflect the same in your personal interview, recruiters will be interested to hire you because nobody has got the time to motivate you now. And the most important thing is ability to ideate and generate ample opportunities to have a significant impact on the marketplace. So how uniquely you differentiate yourself from the other candidates is also important. But most of the people while meeting someone new go through the nerve-wracking turmoil. So if you look confident, you will surely be able to get through the first impression. You will be able to get through your first personal interview. So before you go for the personal interview, make sure you exhibit professional behavior as we discussed before, by dressing appropriately, by a firm handshake, and by appropriate facial expressions and body language. The energy and all the words that you should be using should be in alignment for effective rapport building. And the responses that you give should look genuine and not made up or fake. Second, research. When you're meeting someone, it's good to research about that person also, apart from the company and their competitors, because that will develop a sense of connectivity, as this will help you to keep the conversation flowing and establish commonalities. Next, speak clearly. The clarity in words comes from the clarity in thoughts. The content of your conversation and the tone of your speech are equally important. By working on diction and pace, you can enhance your speaking skills. So focus on how to speak more rather than focusing on what to speak. Sound positive. And here we mean keep the negatives away. When you say negative about someone to a stranger for the first time, things will really mess up. Because by saying negative, people might project you both as a complainer and indiscreet. So the 8 statements that you should avoid in the personal interview are: number 1, sir, I want to gain experience. Well, this just means that you want to work for some time and then leave, and surely this is something that the recruiter will not like to hear. Statement number 2, so what are the timings of work schedule and are the Saturdays off? Well, the answer to this is, in India, the standard working official hours is 8 to 10 hours a day. So it's better to avoid asking this question in the first go, as it will definitely look demanding and unappealing. I have no questions to ask. If you would like your interview to sound more like a discussion rather than like a Q&A round, it is advisable to keep the conversation flowing by showing curiosity and asking questions. Asking questions about what? Asking questions about the culture of the company. Asking questions about the day-to-day responsibilities. Asking questions about the profile requirements. Now that's a deadly one. I didn't like my boss there. Maybe an internship. Well, this line will make you look like a negative person who passes the buck to someone else. So making bad remarks about other people will make you look bad instead. So think before you criticize. Now this applies in your personal and professional life, both. So I mentioned everything in my CV. You can have a look. Well, please ensure that you explain each and everything even though it is mentioned by you already in written. I want to run my own business. Well, this statement is a deadly one because if you say this statement, it generally means that you will work till the time you are interested to work and then shall quit any time. If you want to run your entrepreneurial venture, then please, personal advice, please don't take this job opportunity from the one who is desperately looking for a job. I want to apply for higher education. So if you want to apply for higher education while you are sitting for the interview and looking for the position, the moment you say this, it will raise questions about your stay in the company. The better answer is to say that you might go for the executive programs offered by the company, or this will happen somewhere in the later part of your career, not now. I opted for this course as it is in demand. Well, the question is not about the demand, the question is about you and your skills and how it matches with the profile requirements, with your competencies and with your interest. So when you choose the course because it is in demand, you are clearly missing the bigger picture. So with these, we have come to an end of the deadly statements that we should avoid in our personal interview. So practice and please research well. All the best and thank you.